Morning, students. Today we are going to start our second chapter, Nutrition in Animals. In the first chapter, we have studied about how plants take up their food through the process of photosynthesis, or how plants make their food by the process of photosynthesis. About animal, we have studied that they are directly or indirectly dependent on plant. Directly means they directly eat up the plant. Indirectly means they eat those animals which eat the plants. So, animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food, and its utilization in the body. So, in this chapter, we are concerned with animal nutrition, means it has three parts. First is what is their nutrient requirement, second is mode of intake of the food, and third is utilization of the nutrient in the body. So, as we know that whatever we eat, it directly do not gives us the nutrient. So, to get the nutrient, we must have to, or our body has to convert it into more simpler form so that it can be used easily. For that, what our body do? It takes up the complex substance and convert it into the simpler substance so that our body can easily use the food, and this whole process is known as digestion, means converting the complex substances into the simpler substances. This process is called digestion. So there are different ways of taking food, like mode of, since we have seen animal nutrition includes how many steps? Three steps: nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food, and its utilization in the body. So what are the different ways of taking food? The mode of taking food into the body varies in different organisms. That is, like bees and hummingbirds suck the nectar from the plants. Infant of humans, infant means small babies, okay, and many other animals are feed on their mother's milk. Snakes like python swallow the animal they prey upon, means it directly swallow up. Some aquatic animals filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. Means there are different ways of taking food. Okay. So here is a chart. You can fill it up. That these are the animals and how, what kind of food they eat, and what is their mode of feeding. And for your help, here it is given scraping, chewing, symphoning, capturing, swallowing, sponging, and sucking. Okay, so this you will be filling. Now, one amazing fact is here: starfish feeds on animal covered by the hard shell of calcium carbonate. After opening the shell, the starfish pops out a stomach. It means a stomach pops out of the body of the starfish through its mouth and eat the soft animals inside the shell. The stomach then goes back into the body and food is slowly digested. Means there are different ways for taking up the food. Okay, students, so now we are going to study the digestion in humans. In human beings, digestion is a very long process. It starts from the mouth, okay, and it ends up in the at the large intestine, you can say. So we take up the food from the mouth, okay, and after that we chew it. So here is the buccal cavity. In the buccal cavity, there are salivary glands which secretes the saliva, and it do what? It convert the polysaccharide or the starch of the food into a simpler form, a disaccharide, that is maltose. Okay, means it convert it into a simple form, and since it take up a form like a ball, then so it is called bolus. So now from here it goes through this esophageal tract, okay, or the food pipe, okay, then it moves into the stomach. After that, from the stomach, it moves into the small intestine, and from that small intestine, it moves to the large intestine, and from there it moves out of the body, means the undigested part moves out of the body and the other parts are digested and utilized in the body. So what are the other organisms? This one is liver, one is this pancreas, one is this gallbladder. So these three are called glands, and this is the digestive tract. So this digestive tract and these glands combinedly make up the full digestive system of the human body. More about it we'll be studying in the next video.